What's good, y'all? Happy Sunday morning. Got some couple videos I got for y'all today, man. But let's respond to this, man. Brian Kelly going off on the reporter, talking about LSU offense. Essentially, all he asked was just, what's your thoughts about the offense? He said, right now? That question right now? We just won a football game. We just won a football game. And it's like, bruh, reporter did nothing wrong. Reporter did his job. I'm in the industry. I do the same thing. I just do it on a team that's, I guess you could say, just not on the level of LSU just yet. I think it will be soon. And Georgia Tech, but it's like, bro, he asked a good question. But the reason Brian Kelly and I hit a nerve is because their offense, it ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. What they're doing right now, it ain't gonna cut it. And that's why I said last night, you got to credit the Florida defense, but these numbers ain't spectacular. Right now, Caden Durham's doing his thing, 6.2 yards per carry. He ran the ball good tonight. So that's what I would say. Hey, we need to lean on the ground game a little bit. My quarterback, Garrett Nussmeyer, can't be throwing lollipop throws when it's not there. Throw the ball away. Because several times in this game, LSU gave Florida life. Florida just didn't take advantage of it with the 5 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? So he asked a good question. What's going on with the offense? Your quarterback barely had over 50% completion percentage and only 8.1 yards per throw. So what's the issue? Why you guys can't do more? You got guys like Eric Anderson who's continuing to step up, 4 catches, 75 yards. But outside of him, like, who else is really stepping up in the passing attack? They've struggled there this year. That goes back to not being able to get I would say, obviously they hit the portal, but not being able to get a top guy coming out of high school. In terms of, like, they've gotten, I think, a couple 4-star players, but I'm talking about getting that guy, that 5-star prospect. They've missed the last few years getting that at the wide receiver spot. And it's starting to show. So I don't see nothing the reporter did wrong. Some people was like, oh, well, the reporter should have asked this on Monday. No, you ask now. Like, hey, what's up with the offensive struggles? Your defense balled. Your defense forced 5 turnovers, and you only got 20 points. And this kid right here balled, Deshaun Spears, he had 2 interceptions today and a pick 6 for a touchdown. Yeah, they balled. What else you want them to do? You know what I'm saying? Your defense is stepping up big. And if we're quite honest, it's how I feel about my Bengals right now. Defense is carrying the show. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech as well. I feel the same way. Now, offense has been able to step up and make some plays, but defense is carrying the show right now. And that can be a little frustrating. It is early in the season. Usually the defense dominates because, take some time for the offense to get it together and figure things out and things like that. But it ain't going to cut it if you're trying to win a natty. And that is where, and that's what LSU fans want. And I think that's where this frustration came from. You know what I'm saying? Still a long season. You still got some teams coming up that you got to play Ole Miss. I think they got a cupcake game next week. But it is a little frustrating. But again, Florida's not no slouch team. Like, Florida's struggling. They're 1-2 on the year, but Florida's a team that a lot of people thought would take that next step forward this year. Now they got to figure out, what they're going to do moving forward and taking care of the football. But Florida really gave it to LSU today. They just could not take advantage of the opportunities that they got, even despite 5 turnovers or only beating them by 10. So I think that's what happened. I think the reporter struck a nerve, but the reporter asked a viable question. I had no issue with that. For Brian Kelly, if you're that frustrated, man, hit that film room with him. You know what I'm saying? Go through everything you need to go through with him. I'm not saying you're not, but you might need to go and put in that extra time with him. And you need to talk to the quarterback. That's a 5th-year senior. He ain't been impressive so far. Everyone's talking about Heisman, finalists. Like, I ain't seen it in the first couple weeks of the season. Nussmeyer's been struggling. I've been telling y'all, pump the brakes real quick on him. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get it together, or he's going to hold this team back. This is a team that can be a national championship contender. They better figure that offense out. I'm going forward. I'm leaning on Caden Durham. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him more touches, right? Got to find some way to attack the intermediate part of the field, man. This just ain't going to cut it. It ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. And you're not going to win a chip like that. And I think that's where that frustration lies from and why he went off on this reporter like that. But nonetheless, that's my reaction. That's my thoughts, man. I thought the reporter asked a great question.